America had to rise up for its independence. Before we see the peaceful country that we are standing in today, there were many actions that led to our liberty. Before we were peaceful, and living under the King George.
Okay. Thank you, Mike, for helping us colonize the Americas. We are eternally grateful.
The king was very good to us until he became a power-hungry tyrant.
Yes, my king. Dismissed.
King George realized that he would take advantage of our colonies. He sent his redcoats after us. They showed no mercy. They taxed everything from our tea to our common household items, including our stamps and our paper. His power-hungry ways led to a revolution.
Taxation without representation, no trial by jury, or taking away our self-government.
Here, two colonists revolt against a British soldier from inspiration from Thomas Paine's book, Common Sense. Thomas Paine's book clearly states that we need to rise up against Great Britain. If not now, then when? This is the start of many revolutions. The British were very powerful, but us colonists managed to rise up against them. We fought for our freedom very hard. These are only some of the acts that led us to our liberty. The next act is the Boston Tea Party. The colonists were very mad at the British for monopolizing our tea. The colonists threw the tea into the Boston Harbor for freedom. The final turning point in the American Revolution, one of the final turning points, was the Boston Massacre, where the British brutally murdered the colonists. Meanwhile, the Sons of Liberty were rising. Samuel Adams and John Hancock did everything in their power to fight for America. The moment the American Revolution truly had started was the Battle of Lexington and Concord, where the colonial Minutemen accurately fought the British army. The colonists were outnumbered because the British fighting skills were very violent. The colonists did win some, but they lost a lot. Finally, at the House of Burgesses, the Sons of Liberty had finally decided that America needed an army, led by the one and only George Washington. George Washington was fully committed to saving America. Finally, when they signed the Declaration of Independence, their freedom started to come out. They fought very hard. The Declaration of Independence led to many battles led by George Washington and the colonial army. The Declaration of Independence, that is one of the biggest acts of freedom. The Declaration of Independence leading to our free colonies and our free state. This was the Uprising of America.
Thank you, my king, for letting us colonize in the Americas. You have given us a great monopoly. We are in your service. Off with this head! I'm just kidding. My king, thank you for letting us colonize in the Americas. We are eternally grateful to you. What was that?